Alright, Shalom. Salaki, Shalom, Akim. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash, and double lines to the apostles and others a great millstone that rule well and teach well, and sincere salutations to Allah Akim out there pushing the truth and sincerity on the highways and byways. Alright, to wake up the hopefully elect. Shalom. Alright, so today's, I just wanted to go over this video. Alright, just to play this video and then bring out a few precepts, man, because we coming to that time of Matthew 24 and verse 6. Alright, where it says you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Alright, we're hearing that now, man. You got proxy wars, alright, with Venezuela in the U.S. and now a Cold War brewing up between the U.S. and China. Alright, so we finna, I'm gonna play this video and get some precepts and how about the be edifying.
Regular TV or on the portable app, we're so glad that you're there. There is a trend afoot, and I'm not the only one who's recognizing this trend. Far from it. Analysts and journalists who follow military, economic, and geopolitical trends are writing about or coming out and just saying it. And what they're saying is this: there is a new Cold War coming with China. The fact of the matter is, the relationship was already on the brink, but this pandemic has quite literally pushed it off the cliff. All right, so just how contentious is this today as China is threatening the United States? Warships are presently staring at each other on the South China Sea. The U.S. president insists on punishing China with more and more trade tariffs, and now China is being accused of being responsible for the pandemic. Maybe even that they did it on purpose. So say some of the accusations. That's why China today is pushing back. More on that in a minute.
Alright, and there's been some some information circling around, alright, what has been going out about how United States has been funding that research facility in China, alright, over the coronavirus, man. That's been funding the money to develop it. Alright, and then you got some it was a base. Alright, it's another research facility, I think in Colorado. I'm not for sure. I might be thinking of the bunker. But in Colorado, alright, they was working on that virus as well. Alright, so really, man, this is just all a front, to be honest. Like, this is just showing, like, this is when you know what's going on behind the scene. Alright, what's in the front don't really matter, man. We know that it's a war. Armageddon gonna happen. Alright, all the nations gonna fire ICBM missiles, man. Alright, but this really, hey, they try to put on the front, man. Alright, they could be just going saying, oh yeah, we gonna blame China or we gonna blame the US, man. We passed that point about where this virus came from, man. We are ultimately, for those who are in this truth, alright, we know that it came from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. It was ordained by him, man. Alright, so finish up on this video.
But let's continue this narrative. In other words, the scene is set for another new enemy, another Cold War. And what is a Cold War by definition? It's a state of political hostility between two countries characterized by threats, propaganda, just short of open warfare.
Right. And that Cold War can lead up to a bigger war, man. Alright, to a military, instead of being a political hostility between two countries, hey, that can become militarized, alright? Eventually to become an all-out militarized warfare, rather than just a political warfare.
By the way, the history of our country is replete with these types of relationships. I'm going to go to the wall to show you some of the things that we're talking about. It begins 1998. Even before becoming a world power, the United States was eyeing a necessary enemy, and it found one in Spain. The threats, the propaganda led to the Spanish-American War, played out tangentially in battles in places like Cuba. There were other enemies, of course, other incidents, World War II, some much more necessary, obviously, but the motherlode of all Cold Wars, by classic definition, began in 1945 and lasted until 1990. The Russians are coming. for all Americans, as the United States and the Soviet bloc essentially faced each other down while creating economies and infrastructures literally built on the ability to be able to destroy each other. And then came 9/11. And after 9/11, September 11, 2001, our country was attacked. But rather than focus on Afghanistan,
Our country was not attacked, man. That was a hologram that they used, man. They just imagine how Project Bluebeam gonna be, man. All right, we all know, all right, that was a hologram, and that plane was a hologram, man. They actually had a bomb in that mug.
Afghanistan and a few other countries where Al-Qaeda and the Taliban had carried out the attacks, we came up with a Cold War against an enemy simply described as terrorists, who more often than not were also identified as Islamic fundamentalists. That Cold War, if we can call it that, has lasted decades, and now it appears we're on the brink of a new one, a new Cold War with China. Experts both in the United States and in China are saying now that they see it coming, and they warn that it will prolong the pandemic, decrease economic growth, and potentially even lead to military confrontations. So why do Cold Wars come about? Who stands to gain from them, if anybody? Let's ask these questions.
Alright, so that's pretty much what I want to grab right there. Alright, so let's get into these pre-sales, man. Because this is showing you, alright, that we coming into the end, like we are at the end, man. So like we are at the end of the end. Alright? Because we're hearing all these wars, man. The earthquakes, pestilence, we're seeing these things taking place now. Right before our very eyes. We seeing these things play out. Alright, the prophecies, man. Alright, so I'm going to just start at 3. Matter of fact. Yeah, 3. Matthew chapter 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? Alright, and it's talking about the end of Esau's kingdom, and the end of rulership, man. Alright. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. Verse 6, the point. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And going back to this video, hey, the wars and rumors of war, man. The new Cold War that's coming, man. Alright. Hey, there is no peace when Esau is in rulership, man. Alright, Esau was created to punish Israel, then be destroyed. That's pretty much their story, man. Alright? Because their blessing was the sword. And now you see how they using it, man. Alright? They are the hem of the old earth. But now, since most of these other countries, got these ICBM missiles, man. Got the nuclear missiles. Alright, they're not ashamed. They ain't scared of the U.S., man. They're not scared of Babylon the Great. Because now, alright, they feel equal now, man. Because there's nothing, alright, that East right now that these Edomites have right now, man. Because all these other nations, man, they know, alright, okay, so now we're capable of nuclear warfare, so you just as us. Alright? So if I can find this precept real quick, bear with me 1 second, I can. Okay, I can't even get it, man. Alright, but yeah. Alright, because now, alright, they're just as low as these other nations, man, because everything is all equal. Let me see if I can pull it up on here real quick. Alright, I think that. Yeah, I forgot how it went. Oh, it's cool. It's cool. Yahweh Tazah, about it before the end of this video. It come back to me. All right, but yeah, all right, because like everything is equal now, man. Because all these other nations have nuclear capability, man. So China now, hey, they don't really care, man. All right, they already know what they have militarily, man. So with them doing this, all right, hey, this eventually is all just one big play to lead up to Slovakia, to lead up to the World War III. All right, well, let me get this real quick. Obadiah, I'm typing in as the wrong thing. Obadiah 18. 7, Slovakia. Alright, so Obadiah chapter 1 verse 7. And all men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Alright, so all these nations was like in a peaceful, docile state, man. Because why Esau was the hem of the whole earth, but now these other nations, got that nuclear capability. All right, and now they're pretending to be at peace, man. They're deceiving. All right, Esau, Edom, man. All right, because when Yahweh Shem Yahushua put that thought to start World War III and launch them nuclear missiles, all right, what Babylon the Great is through, man. All right, and these Edomites don't understand it. Why? Because there is none understanding in him. He don't have that understanding. Or he think, we gonna get this new world order in plan. We gonna have this new world order, all right, and we gonna be good. Everybody gonna be under us. everybody gonna be under us. But hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushua gonna throw that wrench into their own plan. All right, and they're not gonna prevail against that. All right, they're not gonna prevail to win in the end because the Most High is throwing that wrench, and it's gonna be them ICBM missiles and Yahweh shot, man, coming back and destroying the rest. All right, and ultimately, saving the elect and the 1/3 of Israel. All right, you so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and Hispanics. All right, so while Esau thinking like, we got the power, they gonna do what that we say, or they gonna pretty much, they gonna bomb. But China and all these other nations ain't worried about the U.S. no more. All right, because now the Edomites has become weak as Esau, Babylon the Great has became as the other nations, man. They're losing that status of being the hammer of the whole earth, the hammer of the whole earth. All right. And again, man, that goes back to them taking away that peace, man, because there's no peace or no understanding in him, man. All right, once he got that blessing, that sword, man, all right, he's been at war with everything, man. Everything, anybody, even with nature, man, he's just been at war with everything. All right, you see with this coronavirus, he called the invisible enemy, and he's at war. This is just showing you, man, ain't no peace in Esau, man. All right, so Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. Alright, that red horse, that was red represents Esau, man. And that power that was given to him was given by Isaac, Salakia Isaac, man. It was that blessing that Isaac had given him to rule the factors of the earth with a sword. All right, as it go down to say to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, man, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him that great sword, man. And what's the modern day sword? Their gun, man. They weapon. All right, that weaponry. All right, they bombing. They were the bombing of Nagasaki, man. All right, and basically them spreading their democracy throughout the whole earth And if you don't accept it, hey, they just bomb you. All right. So they don't bear their sword in vain. All right, pursuing the Romans 13:4. All right, and again, like I was saying, they take the peace from the earth, man. All right, because if we were in rulership right now, which we're going to be, all right, when Yahweh shall come back, all right, and this kingdom go down, all right, there's going to be peace, all right, within the earth, all right, because the righteous is going to be in rule, man. All right, while these Edomites ruling the wicked, man, the people are mourning, all right, but when the righteous are in rule, they rejoice. So even nature, when we get back to rulership, we're going to rejoice and everything going to be restored, man. All right, but we're going to be in rulership, all right. All right, moving on to the next precept, Nahum 3 and 4. Oh, there we go right here. All right, so let me go back. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, and that well-favored harlot is Babylon the Great, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts, man. Those witchcrafts and her whoredoms, man, is talking about her philosophies, democracies, religions. All right, that sodomite spirit, man, that do as I will spirit, man. All right, and that's that, and everybody's seeing through that through Esau Edom's bullshit, man. They're seeing right through that. All right, verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh of hosts. All right, that's just of army, man. And I will discover thy skirt upon thy face, and I will shew the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. And Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is showing that, man. All right, he's showing the whoredom and the wickedness and the deceitfulness of Babylon the Great, man. Because most of these other nations, like China, all right, they don't want to deal with the U.S. anymore, man. All right, that's why they coming up with their own money system. All right, just like these other nations, man. Don't nobody want to deal with the U.S. no more, because the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, all right, has revealed, all right, Babylon the Great's nakedness, all right, and they shame, all right. So the Most High, the Most High ain't with this place. It's and like it prophesied in Matthew chapter 24, verse 6, there will be rumors and wars and rumors of wars, and we're seeing that, man. Again, Venezuela and the U.S., the proxy war. Then you got the Cold War that's coming up between the U.S. and China. All right, and you gotta think, man, why is the U.S. involved in the middle of both of them conflicts, man? Because they don't keep at home, man. All right, matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Man, I can't spell today. If I can get it real quick. Bear with me 1 second. God. Alright. Habakkuk. So this is Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5. Yeah, also, he transgresseth by wine. He is proud. He is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desires as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. All right. So that he doesn't keep at home, man. He spreads his philosophies, his democracies, and witchcraft, man, throughout the whole world, man, and enlarges his desires as hell, man, and it leads to death, man, because Esau is wickedness, man. He's not righteous, man. There's no understanding in this man. So anywhere he go, he spreads war. He starts war, man. Alright? But this is just showing you, man, that Esau has that mentality of not being satisfied. Alright, he wants to gain, man. Because Esau is nothing but pretty much the destroyer, man. He destroys everything he touches. Alright? And you see how the earth is, how the people mindset is, how there's always wars going on, and Esau is pretty much the main one starting them. Alright? Because he doesn't keep at home. He wants to have everything. Alright? And Job 9:24 says that earth is given over to the hand of the wicked. Alright? But it's still not enough for him. He wants to microchip everybody, man. Alright? And because his desire to have that microchip everybody, he's going to get so far with that, that's going to lead to his destruction. Because he desired, alright, because he imagined that vain thing. Alright, matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Psalms 2. Alright, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? And they imagine to microchip, to have the whole world microchip, man. But it's not gonna happen. The most high is gonna ruin, alright, is gonna ruin that enterprise, man. Alright, so while they working on trying to get everybody microchip and all these things happen, you see 144, that's the spirit. Call out Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Alright. But he want everybody to get chipped, man. Ultimately, him trying to get everybody chipped is gonna lead to World War III, man, and the end of his kingdom. Alright? Better is the beginning of something than the end of it. Alright? So this is just showing you, man, hey, we is in the end of time, and it was prophesied, man, that there shall be wars and rumors of wars, and we're seeing that right now. Alright, new Cold War. Alright, but on that, Yahweh Tazah, you brothers and sisters that were listening were edified. And again, I like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash, and double lines to the apostles and others, a great millstone that rule well and teach well, and sincere salutations to all our Aki and Mater pushing this truth and sincerity. Till the next time, Shalom.